What's the meaning of this whole thing?
The whole
Robin,
thing.
meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? We talked about alien civilizations, but this is the one we got. We are the aliens. We are the human. Seem to be conscious, be able to introspect. Why are
So
we here?
this is the thing I told you before about how we can predict that future creatures will be different from us. Our preferences are this amalgam of various sorts of random, sort of patched together preferences about thirst and sex and sleep and attention and all these sorts of things. So we don't understand that very well. It's not very transparent, and it's a mess, right? That is the source of our motivation. That is how we were made and how we are induced to do things. But we can't summarize it very well, and we don't even understand it very well. That's who we are. And often we find ourselves in a situation where we don't feel very motivated. We don't know why. In other situations, we find ourselves very motivated and we don't know why either. And so that's the nature of being a human of the sort that we are, because even though we can think abstractly and reason abstractly, this package of motivations is just opaque and a mess. And that's what it means to be a human today. And the motivation, we can't very well tell the meaning of our life. It is this mess. But our descendants will be different. They will actually know exactly what they want. And it will be to have more descendants. That will be the meaning for them.
Well, it's funny that you have the certainty. You have more certainty. You have more transparency about our descendants than you do about your own self.
Right.
So, it's really interesting to think, because you mentioned this about love, that something that's fundamental about love is this opaqueness, that we're not able to really introspect what the heck it is, or all the feelings, the complex feelings
and
involved.
That's true about many of our motivations.
And that's what it means to be human of the 20th and the 21st century variety. Why is that not a feature that will choose to persist in civilization then? This opaqueness, put another way, mystery, maintaining a sense of mystery about ourselves and about those around us. Maybe that's a really nice thing to have.
Maybe. But this is the fundamental issue in analyzing the future. What will set the future? One theory about what will set the future is, what do we want the future to be? Mm-hmm. So under that theory, we should sit and talk about what we want the future to be, have some conferences, have some conventions, discussion things, vote on it maybe, and then hand out off to the implementation people to make the future the way we've decided it should be.
Yeah.
That's not the actual process that's changed the world over history up to this point. It has not been the result of us deciding what we want and making it happen. In our individual lives, we can do that. We might decide what career we want or where we want to live, who we want to live with. In our individual lives, we often do slowly make our lives better according to our plan and our things. But that's not the whole world. The whole world so far has mostly been a competitive world where things happen if anybody anywhere chooses to adopt them and they have an advantage. And then it spreads and other people are forced to adopt it by competitive pressures. So that's the kind of analysis I can use to predict the future. And I do use that to predict the future. It doesn't tell us it'll be a future we like. It just tells us what it'll be.
And it'll be one where we're trying to maximize the number of our descendants.
And we know that abstractly and directly. And it's not opaque.
With some probability that's non-zero, that will lead us to become grabby and expanding aggressively out into the cosmos until we meet other aliens.
The timing isn't clear. We might become glabby, and then this happens. These are grabbiness and this are both the result of competition, but It's less clear which happens first.
Does this future excite you or scare you? How do you feel about this whole thing?
Well, again, I told you, compared to sort of a dead cosmology, at least it's energizing and having a living story with real actors and characters and agendas, right?
Yeah, and that's one hell of a fun universe to live in. Robin, you're one of the most fascinating, fun people to talk to. Brilliant, humble, systematic in your analysis.
Gotta hold on to my wallet here. What's he looking for?
I already stole your wallet long ago. I really, really appreciate you spend your valuable time with me. I hope we get a chance to talk many more times in the future. Thank you so much for sitting down.
Thank you.